Hey guys, we got new colors on the car this weekend, and I think for the rest of the year, and a new sponsor in NerdTech. Just thought I'd show you a quick shot of the car here, and then I had a question about how the actual skid blocks actually work. So I'll answer this the best that I know and how I understand that they work. So right down here is the skid block, and what it does instead of a wheelie bar, what that actually does instead of a wheelie bar is as the tire smashes and that comes down to the surface and touches, it takes some load off and will help create tire speed, wheel speed, tire spin, wheel speed, but it doesn't create leverage like a wheelie bar can create leverage and springiness, where this doesn't. It's just hard to the chassis and just unloads the tire a little bit, allowing us some better wheel speed, get the wheel speed, raises the car back up, and down the track we go. The height of that is finicky until you get adjusted for your car and your application. Once it's just at the right height, we really don't touch them. Boom, funny cars in the background. All right, so we're up here for Q1 here in Charlotte, ready to go. We run like at 7:45, 8 o'clock tonight, so see how she goes. Hopefully we can go A to B and get some data and things be happy with the clutch, and we can go some rounds this weekend. Somebody asked, what does it mean to drive through the clutch? It just means that it wore and slipped more than it should have, and so we didn't put as much power to the ground as we could have. And as far as I know, I should probably ask, but that's how I understand what driving through the clutch means. Is we wore too much, it slipped too much without putting more power to the ground. That was what kind of happened that second round there in Reading. So Eric Knowles asked, who's the guy on the right side of the car when we're at the starting line? And that would be our car chief, Chris Newton. That's me. That's him. That's why he's always on the right side helping Clover set the idle, and he's always watching for a hole out to tell him to shut the car off on the right side of the car.
Yep. And before we stage, I'm looking for leaks, anything wrong, and I don't know, it's kind of a lot of eye contact with the crew chief, figuring out, it's kind of reading his mind if he needs something to set the idle and whatever might be different.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Barry also asked, what's my work schedule like, or what's, I don't know if you're referring to the team's work schedule or mine. So being as I fly in, it's a little different. So I fly in, I go to work Thursday morning early, get off work a little early, around 1:30 usually, depending on the flight. Fly out Thursday night, get to the East Coast pretty late, and we're at the track Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, help everybody tear down. Monday morning, I catch a flight, and I'm usually back in Boise by noon, and go straight to work. And I work Monday afternoon until 6 or 7, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday morning again, and then fly out again if we have a race. If not, take the weekend off. So these 4 back-to-back, there's no time off for a little bit. But what I choose, it's fun. All right, Malsey23 asked, how do we pull timing down track to help with tire shake? Is that against NHRA rules, or do you have to do it mechanically, or can you do it electronically? So we do it electronically. They used to do it mechanically back in the day, and they had actually had a device that would move the mags, but we do it electronically now. What the rule is it all has to be predetermined. So we can't have any software or any traction control device that would allow it to take timing away as it went down track that wasn't already predetermined. So how we control it is with that command module right there, release the Kraken, and it'll control. Mike's predetermines when it'll pull timing out and ramp the timing back in and all of those things. But the rule is it has to be predetermined before the run starts, and then it's just set. All right, everybody, we are in the staging lanes for Q2. Q1 obviously went really well. We ran a 70. We're qualified number 2.
with the heat today, I wouldn't expect we'd lose that qualifying position, and if somebody does, they earned it because it's real warm, track's a lot hotter. I wouldn't expect an improvement, but motor came back happy and everything's going really well, so we're pretty happy about it. I did get a question, I think, from Dilly asking why did we have a different person driving the race car on the tow. We just had to make some changes just for better for the team. Not that anybody did anything wrong or anything like that. Bruce is spending more time on the starting line to learn more about what the clutch is doing and with the tire and track. She's checking out the track for Mike and giving him track readings and stuff like that. So she just needs more time to do that. And then we did have another personnel change. So I personally am back to driving the tow rig. So my film footage is going to be a little bit different because I'm not going to have quite as much time as I did have because I'll be driving the tow rig up to the top end and pulling clay back. But anyways, that's kind of what the changes are all about. So we'll see if we can go A to B here and not hurt anything. Alright, Bill Silverstone asked what is Mike holding in his hand at the starting line, and it's this little guy right here, and it's the remote kill box. So if Mike sees a hole put out, or we tell him there's a hole put out on the other side, he can push the button, cuts the throttle off, and tries to save the motor. So that's always in his hand. Don't like to use it on race day, but always save a motor on the qualifying day. Okay guys, we are in the lanes for Q3. Q2 went pretty well, not. We pulled the tires loose and didn't hurt the motor, but then in the service, when I went to torque up the mains, one of the main studs pulled, so we had to do a motor swap, get that block fixed here pretty soon. It's pretty easy to fix, but anyways, pulled the main stud, had to do a motor swap, so here we are in Q3 to see what we can do. Alright everybody, we're in the staging lanes for E1. We're going out second pair against Sean Langdon this morning. Qualifying went well. We ran a 73 in the last qualifier and didn't hurt anything. So here we go. Hopefully we can turn on 4 win lights today. Give it. One of the questions I got was why do some of the cars push through the burnout boxes to help the clutch? It absolutely is. Depending on how they have their air gap set on their clutch, the more you slip it, the more heat you can generate. So here at Charlotte, you'll notice that we're pushing our car, which we don't do very often, but here, right behind the starting line, it actually goes downhill, so it's coming uphill a little bit to start the burnout, so we're pushing the car so he doesn't have to slip the clutch so much to start building heat. Hey guys, we're in the lanes for E2. We got away with one on E1, Pedal Fest. Clay did an awesome job to get it down the track and get away with a win light. So hopefully we can do a little bit better job with our part. Clay cut a good light and we can go turn on a few more win lights today. I know my coverage is a little bit different today, but I'm driving the tow pig now, so I got to pull the car up and go get it from the top end, so things will be a little bit different. Hey guys, it's Thursday here right before St. Louis after Charlotte. Just in the shop before I take off on an airplane, putting a couple motors together. Anyways, obviously wasn't real thrilled with the result in Charlotte. We did not have a good Sunday. I mean, Clay got us through the first round, fortunately, but in the second round we roasted the tires off. Hopefully we have that corrected. I'm a pretty results-driven person and a little frustrated with what we've done the last couple of races. Seems like we're doing really well and kind of lost it a little bit here, but hopefully we'll regroup and have a good weekend here in St. Louis. Like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. I'll answer. I got a bunch more questions to answer, but this is already a 10-minute video. That's kind of where I cut them off, between 10 and 15. So we'll answer a bunch more here in St. Louis. Hopefully the weather cooperates. We'll have a good time. So anyways, talk to y'all soon. If you're out at the track, come and say hi.